This week, there has been an explosion of movie trailers. Crazy! Hi, I'm Aaron Jones, and welcome to another one of my vlogs coming to you from Niihama in Japan. And today, I wanted to talk about the explosion of movie trailers that have come out over the past week, all starting with the Star Wars Force Awakens second teaser or first trailer or whatever you want to call it. So let's talk about some of the ones that came out this week and what I personally think about that movie or those movies. Let's go! The first one I want to talk about is Terminator Genisys. The second trailer or teaser came out for it this past week, and I think the trailer gave away too much information. It could be a trick, who knows, but I feel it gave away too much information. Also, I'm not 100% sure about this movie. I don't know if the Terminator franchise will recover. The first movie, Terminator. The second one, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Great movies. And then you get Terminator 3, and then you have Salvation, and then you've got the Sarah Connor Chronicles. And I think after Terminator 2, there really hasn't been anything that's been really exciting in the Terminator world. The Terminator Salvation was interesting concept, and it was a time period in the series and the franchise I want to see. But that movie just wasn't quite exactly what we wanted or expected. Anyways, that trailer came out. You can check the link down below, but warning you, it may give away too much information. It may be no problem, it may be a trick, but it may just be how the movie plays out. The second one that came out that I want to talk about is Batman vs. Superman. And so it was a little bit of a teaser, and in the movie theater, I guess in the IMAX, they played a little bit extended version with an extra scene in it. Basically, you get to see Ben Affleck as Batman in his metal suit from the Dark Knight Returns series, and then the Superman. Again, I'm not too sure about this movie. I am interested in seeing Ben Affleck as Batman, but I didn't care for Man of Steel, so I'm not sure about the Superman in this because I didn't really like that Superman. And so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to check it out because I am interested in seeing Ben Affleck as Batman. I do have confidence in him playing Batman, and it's just like Michael Keaton when the original Batman movie came out, or the Tim Burton ones, Michael Keaton, and he's Mr. Mom. But anyways, that turned out to be good for its time, and I think Ben Affleck will be okay. I'm just not sure about the Superman and the DC comic universe coming together, if it's gonna be good, I'm a little bit worried about that movie as well, except for the Batman parts. And you can again track the trailer down in the links below, or teaser. The next one I want to talk about is Jurassic World. Now, Jurassic World is looking good. It's looking interesting, and the visuals look good. It doesn't seem like it has a lot of animatronic like the original one does. It's all CGI, where the original Jurassic Park was a mix of the both. But it's going to be interesting. I'm interested to see Chris Pratt training the raptors. He's training raptors and then riding a motorcycle with raptors. And that concept in the genetic. I'm still not bought on the genetic idea of a dinosaur. However, in the new trailer, that is brought up. So as fans watching the trailers, and I've seen this in other vlogs and on YouTube reviewing this, when the original trailer came out, the whole idea of a genetically modified dinosaur. However, this is brought up in the movie itself, so that means the movie is aware of how crazy this idea is, and this is part of the problem in the movie. So I am having some faith in this. There was a few scenes in the new trailer that kind of are plays on the original movie. Go ahead and watch the trailer down below and tell me what you think about it as well. I do have confidence in this one. I think it might be entertaining. It might not be as good as the original, but it's maybe better than Jurassic Park 3. The next one I wanted to talk about is Fantastic Four. That new trailer also dropped. I'm not a big Fantastic Four fan. I'm not that interested in that part of the Marvel Universe. There was the movies a few years ago. There was 2 of them. They weren't so good. This is a reboot. I'm tired of reboots coming up so close to since the original or remakes originally started and then rebooting again. You got that with Spider-Man and the Incredible Hulk had the 2 reboots within a few years. And this is another reboot just not so long after 2 movies came out. So I'm not so interested in this one, but there was a new trailer. It could be interesting. I'm going to wait until more comes out about it. I probably won't go see this one in the movie theater. I'll probably wait until it comes out on Blu-ray or on I can download it from the internet and rent it through some streaming service. But that came out as well. Not so exciting for me. And last but not least is the big one that dropped this last week, and that is the Star Wars Force Awakens trailer, which was excellent. And how a trailer should be done, it doesn't give away too much information. In fact, it makes us more interested in what is happening. You've got some great scenes that J.J. Abrams have with the desert, when the Star Destroyer in the background, the burnt up Darth Vader helmet from, I'm assuming from when Luke Skywalker cremated him at the end of Return of the Jedi. Somehow that is back into play, and Luke Skywalker's voice, and you hear him, Mark Hamill, as Luke Skywalker, bring chills because, I was born in the late 70s, and though I was too young to see Star Wars and the original Star Wars in the movie theater, I did see Return of the Jedi in the movie theater when it came out, and on the second release when it came out. But I remember when I was young having HBO and watching Star Wars when it came on HBO over and over and over again. I recorded it on beta, and then I would watch it over and over, and then my mother taped over it by mistake, and I almost cried. And that means that I have partly of an unaltered, back in Canada, I still have the beta player, I still have the cassette. When I go back to Canada, I check if maybe the whole film was able to re-record it again, because then it has the original version of Star Wars before George Lucas went in there and added special edition stuff to it. So when I go back to Canada, I'm going to check that out, because my beta machine, the last time I went home to Canada, about 7 years ago, the beta machine still worked. And that's from 1982, I think, when we got it. So I'm going to go check that out. There was some other great stuff in that trailer, and I'm really looking forward to this movie. And I haven't really looked into the Japanese release dates, but I'm assuming it's probably going to come out in Japan the same time on Christmas. I really hope it comes out at the same time. They do a same time release rather than wait in Japan 3 or 4 months later, because that'll just be really boring. I have to stay away from the internet because I don't want to be have any secrets revealed. And the best scene, of course, at the end, we have Chewie and Han Solo, and we're home. Now, I think they're home because they're back on the Millennium Falcon. For some reason, they didn't have at the end of the Return of the Jedi, I guess, Calrissian, they were flying it into exploding the Death Star. But who knows what happened between there? We don't know yet, and that's going to be, I guess, in the game or in an offshoot series of movies that they're doing in the Star Wars universe. We can maybe find out what happened between that span. But I think what happens is you got Han Solo and Chewbacca. They board the Millennium Falcon after a long time, and Han Solo says, "Chewie, we're home." And that was a great scene, hearing Mark Hamill's voice. We haven't had Princess Leia yet. I think we saw her hand possibly passing the lightsaber to her. But I'm sure in the next iteration we'll see a little bit more. Anyway, Star Wars was great. It's a perfect trailer because it just gives us great feeling of what the movie's about or what it's going to be like visually. It doesn't give away much of the story of what's happening, and so we're getting more and more interested in it. Where the Terminator Genisys one kind of gave away the plot of the movie completely, and if it wasn't a trick, that's just going to be the movie played out from the trailer, and we can probably guess the ending without even seeing the movie. So anyways, that was the movie trailer explosion of April 2015. Tell me what you think about these movies coming out. What was your favorite one? Which one are you most looking forward to? I'm probably guessing that most people are looking forward to Star Wars. But if you're looking forward more to any of the other movies I talked about today, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to keep on notified of new content on my channel, such as my weekly vlogs like this one, as well as my Stuff I Bought series, Inspire Magic series, if you're interested in magic entertainment. And I really do hope to get another weird but fun series done eventually one of these days. And that's all for today, and until next time, see you then. Goodbye.